Hello Internet, my name is Roro and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about more recently, and it's something that I believe to be a universal truth, and that's everything is an idea. And to start off, just look around you in the physical world that you're in. Every single thing that you see started with an idea. Even you were an idea before you were a being. And I think that that's not something that I always take into consideration on a daily basis. I don't think people think about it in that way on a daily basis, or at least not often. It really goes to show you that in general, I think we all underestimate the power of an idea, because an idea can lead you anywhere, good or bad. Just an idea can completely change the direction of your life and the people around you. Now, that may seem like a lot and sort of intimidating to take in, but let's just break it down on a micro level first. If we're going all the way like super basic, even just the concept of a bed, it seems like such a simple thing that we have in our lives and that we take for granted. It's literally where we spend a third of our lives. Everybody's kind of heard that saying before, but it's such a normal thing for us to do that we don't really think about it. But there was a time where beds didn't exist, and then somebody had the idea, oh, maybe it would be a good idea if I was more comfortable when I was sleeping. And then that idea led to another idea, inspired ideas in other people, and now we have beds. That sounds really corny and simple and stupid, but I think that's just a good example of the real basic version of what I'm trying to say. Another example, and this is one that has been on my mind a lot lately, is the idea of drinking more water. Obviously everybody knows that water is necessary for life. Water is life. We are mostly made of water. So it would make sense for us to want to have more of it in us and ingest it regularly. And aside from science where you need it to survive and all that stuff, I drink a lot of other drinks that aren't water. And I don't even drink enough liquid in a day in general right now. So it would be a good idea for me to drink more water. And in order for me to do that, I had to have that thought first. You could argue that there's an instinctual level to it or something like that, but this is a conscious thought that I'm having. It's a conscious idea that I'm having that I'm trying to currently implement. And it's something as simple as just drinking more water. And that's something that will greatly benefit my life in many ways. The point I'm trying to make is, if there's something in your life that you want to happen, that you want to do, that you want to create, that you want to achieve, you're already in the first step of that. And that's just thinking about it and visualizing it and imagining what it is and what it could be and what you want it to be. You may not know how to get there yet, but having a vision in your head and an idea is so powerful that the idea alone will guide you to where you need to go. If it's something you're really passionate about and something that you really feel that you want to do, that you want to change, that you want to create, the idea itself will push you forward and bring you to where you need to be if you trust it and let it do it. Now, this energy doesn't judge. One could argue that all energy is neutral. So whether something is positive or negative is all in perception. Perception is everything. If you're having thoughts and ideas that are also negative, those are going to function exactly the same way. Now, I think a really good example of this is just not feeling like you are capable of doing something that you are doing. Sometimes that may be the case, but a lot of the times it's probably not the case. You probably are capable of what you're trying to do, of what you're trying to make, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to change. But there's an idea in your head that you've told yourself, or that has been created within your own mind, that you are not capable of achieving or doing or creating what you're trying to do. I'm not even saying people are consciously overlooking it or anything like that. It's just we don't give these ideas the thought that they deserve because we don't realize the power that they truly have and how much they truly affect our lives. And of course, all of this is easier said than done. This is not something that you can just decide to do and implement it right away. Any idea that you have that you're trying to implement or achieve or create, you have to work towards it and you have to keep trying. You know what? It's really not even trying. It's just following the passion. You have to follow that feeling. Those gut feelings, that intuitive feeling. The things that you really know that you're supposed to be doing, that you're supposed to be achieving. Just try to remember that the power of an idea, it'll work in any idea. Any idea that you put power into will become implemented, for better or for worse. The change that comes is going to start with how you're thinking about it. And the next steps that happen, that they're not even steps, just the inevitable things that happen in life are more dictated by your ideas and your feelings and your thoughts than you probably think they are. Just know that you can have an idea today that'll change the rest of your life for the better. And if you're consciously aware of it to an extent, you can have more control and more say of how it goes. And you don't have to feel like you're at the mercy of just everything that's happening around you, because that's also something that I feel often, and I think other people can relate as well, Sure, there are things that are out of our control, but within our own minds at least, we should be able to have more control. And I think it's hard, but it's also just comes from lack of practice, So, like another one I just thought of is I have a habit of walking and looking at my feet when I walk. And where I live, it's beautiful. There's trees everywhere. Like, the nature is incredible. Just the act of looking at nature and experiencing that, it always makes me feel better and improves my mood. But I'm always just head down looking at concrete sidewalk, Maybe it's not negatively affecting my life in a huge way, but just the simple act of lifting my head up, having better posture even, and just looking at the trees, it's going to feel better than just staring at the ground. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I could honestly talk about this forever, but I think that kind of covers all of the thoughts that I have at this point. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it. And seriously, challenge yourself to implement something very simple into your life. Very, very simple. That will positively benefit you. And just see how long it takes to implement it and how much it really does affect your life in a positive way. So I put out a new video every Sunday. If you like this one, check out some other ones on the channel, and you can come back every Sunday for a new one, and I'll see you guys next week.